Hi, my name's Dixon. I am an actor, influencer, and mental health advocate. Well, one thing I love to do is I jump on my social media accounts and engage with other individuals who are experiencing issues with mental illness. This could be depression, anxiety. Obviously, I tell them I'm no professional. I am no professional, but at the end of the day, I've been through a lot and I love helping other people. So I think the biggest thing with mental illness is a lot of people sometimes just need somebody to talk to, and a lot of people end up feeling alone, even though they're not alone, but they do feel alone. So I think the biggest thing is to engage with those individuals, and that's exactly what I do on my social media and even my day-to-day life with my friends and my family. Like, I reach out to people and I ask them how they're doing. I make sure they're okay. If they're not okay, I ask them, hey, do you want to do some deep talks? Do you want to vent to me? And that's the biggest way I reach out to my community, beyond doing the charity events that I've done, such as raising money for CAMH, raising money for Jack.org. In terms of other organizations, the very amazing Michael Landsberg had me on his Isolation Nation show to talk about mental health, and he runs Sick Not Weak, and I just love that whole message behind Sick Not Weak, because so many people think if they have mental illness that they are completely done for and that's it, and that's completely false. You may be sick, but you're the farthest thing from weak, and honestly, I love that message, and shout out to Michael Landsberg and Sick Not Weak for doing what they do, because they inspire a lot of people. For those who are going through mental health issues right now, don't be scared to reach out for help. I know it's probably one of the hardest things you could possibly do, and it's a lot easier said than done, but reaching out for help and finding the right help for you, whether that be a therapist, counseling, you name it, it's all about your personalized help. And at the end of the day, it's about your coping methods. Everyone copes differently. For me, I see a one-on-one therapist, and we have very deep talks, and we do different exercises, and that's how I deal with my therapy. I use music as therapy. I use the entertainment industry as therapy. At the end of the day, I would say for everybody, they have their own individual way to cope, and own individual way to help them through their own mental health issues. So don't be scared to reach out. I know you're gonna feel alone sometimes, but you're definitely not alone. Feel free to reach out to the people that are close to you. My parents threw me into acting at the very young age of 5. I did some print ads and some newspapers and stuff as a baby, and I grew up doing theater. My parents threw me in at the Living Arts Center, did an Oliver play there. I did some other musicals growing up as a kid. Eventually, I decided to join an agency, with my parents obviously signing me up still, and I got into TV, film, and commercial acting, and I think my very first big acting gig would have been an actor role on the hit show Degrassi. So besides my very short but actor role on Degrassi, I've acted in other shows such as Paranormal Witness, which I played a demon. That was crazy fun because I love horror stuff. I've acted in a reality show called Party Mamas. I was on a show called Splat-A-Lot. Upcoming, I can proudly say that we're currently working on a new project called The Injustices, which should be out soon. I played the lead role of the character Jude, and I'm so happy to be a part of that great cast and crew, and honestly, I can't wait to see what comes from it. My goals when it comes to acting, I would say I would like to become like a known actor in this sense, because it's my passion and I love doing it. However, the fame for me isn't the most important part of it. If I ever did manage to get famous, I would use it for good. I honestly would probably use all my resources to help other people out. That's just the type of person that I see myself as. If I'm not helping somebody out at least once a day, I'm not doing my job here on Earth. So I honestly love doing it as a passion, and definitely I would have to say horror movies are my favorite. So if there's anybody out there that's casting for a horror movie, hit your guy up. Yeah, I would say, like I said, like definitely like be yourself, be unique. Don't be afraid to step outside the box and challenge yourself. I think a lot of people who try to get in the entertainment industry, they they're nervous, and of course you're going to be nervous. But I think it's really important to step outside that box and really push yourself and drive yourself, and definitely network. I think the biggest thing that a lot of people don't tell other people in the entertainment industry is you need to network. It's connections are key in this industry, so make sure you build your network and you know keep busy at it, be unique, and create some amazing content. I think entertainment industry wise, the social media aspect of things is very important because it helps with the networking and growing that network if you want to get into the entertainment industry. It's an interesting question because I would say that social media has its pros and cons. I think people talk about all the pros, when growing a business and stuff or doing something in the entertainment industry, which is super important. Don't get me wrong. But there's also some negative side to social media. You've got things like cyberbullying. You've got, let's be real, like social media can actually destroy someone's, view on themselves. That's the reality of it. So social media can be a really great place, but it also can be an extremely toxic place as well, which is why some people don't even have social media. I tend to use my social media a lot for mental health tweets. I tweet a lot about mental health quotes and different sayings, try to inspire the people that do follow me. I would say I do use my social media a lot for the entertainment industry stuff as well, and posting about that. I love using my social media to be able to help others out, whether that be tweeting about a charity or reaching out to the people that do follow me and saying, hey, how you doing today? Or just sending out a simple tweet saying, I hope your day is good today. If if you need any help, reach out. So I think that's why I love using my social media, and that's also how I use my social media. And yeah, that's what I use it for. So that's an interesting side because the music side is something new for, I guess you would say, 2020/2021 for Corey Dixon. I used to sing, many people don't know this, but I used to sing in a choir in elementary school. And I actually ditched music going into high school to pursue the acting side of things. Over the years, I always found some sort of therapy in music, whether that be listening to, one of my favorite songs by an artist that inspired me, or just listening to the lyrics of a song. It's very therapeutic. Recently, as of 2020, I teamed up with the absolutely amazing Michael Hansen, formerly from Glass Tiger. He's got 5 Junos, Grammy nomination. And we actually sat down together and produced a mental health based song, which we're hopefully going to be releasing in 2021. But I wanted to do a mental health based song because, like I said, mental health is super important to me. And I wanted to do something to tie it in with the charity. So Michael and I sat down and we agreed that if any profits come from the song that we are going to be releasing, we're going to donate it all to mental health charity. So yeah, that's the singing story side of me, beyond being in the odd musical. Yeah, sure. So I had a depression anxiety since a kid. However, it started getting bad through high school. I got bullied in high school. It wasn't fun. My high school years were not great. Coming out of high school, I was diagnosed with just before I graduated high school, I was diagnosed with a cardiac condition called SVT. Super scary condition, but manageable. So I dealt with that. And then fast forward, I was 21, and I had a very serious trauma that almost took my life. I would say that I was so close to death that I'm actually personally shocked that I didn't die, but very thankful that I didn't die. I had a ruptured aorta. I had major spinal cord damage. I had over 30 fractures. I was in ICU and life support for about 2 weeks and hospitalized for over a year. I would say The struggles that I went through in hospital, both mentally and physically, from that one trauma was, to say the least, a nightmare, but also a huge learning curve. Almost not being able to walk again was huge news to me. Was something that was hard for me to take. I am walking now. It's a miracle. But yeah, it was a pretty significant trauma that almost took my life. And what I tell people now is just, live it day by day. Live your life to its fullest. Be careful out there. You got one life. And at the end of the day, it's, take care of yourself. Who is Corey Dixon? I am an actor, influencer, mental health advocate. I love being there for people. I would say that if I'm not making somebody smile at least once a day, then I'm not doing my job here on earth. I think it's so important to be there for each other. Everybody's mental health matters. I literally have been through the ringer myself, and I know what it feels like to be down in the gutter. And I honestly just love helping people. If you look on my social media, like, all I ever do is tweet about either entertainment stuff, which I'm super passionate about, or I'm tweeting mental health quotes and tweets and stuff like that. And all I gotta say is I appreciate everyone that follows me and supports me through my journey. You have no idea how much it means to me. But like I said, I love giving back. So if any of you out there want to reach out to me and talk, vent about anything, I'm no professional, no mental health professional, but if you want to talk at all, please reach out to me. Or I'd love to talk, and I'd love to hear your stories just like you're hearing mine.